Okay, guys. I am gonna do election Mojo videos. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, let's do top 10 cringiest things about 2000. I always wanted Harry's when I was younger, but I didn't got it.
Growing up with the family. Are you part of this family or not? The revolution will be televised.
Freedom is a wield in your soul. Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 cringiest things about the 2000s.
Mom, could you go fix your hair? Okay.
I like watching videos.
Hey, sup? NMU?
Comments he made more than 7 years ago have recently resurfaced, and they're getting quite a reaction.
For this list, we'll be looking at trends and items that were incredibly popular in the aughts, but which could now be considered cringy. Were these your trends?
Why
back
is
in the day?
cringy?
Let us know in the comments below. Number 10, Abercrombie and Fitch.
I was
Few
7
retailers
years
were
old.
as in throughout the 2000s as Abercrombie and Fitch.
No, I had to
This
be
near
8, 9
luxury
years
brand
old.
was
Sorry
aimed
guys,
at the
not
preppy
7.
crowd. It was known for high prices, sensual marketing, and typically shirtless male models. But looking back, the company was just rife with controversy, from offensive t-shirts to over-sexualized clothing. The company was also
Really?
slapped with numerous lawsuits. And in 2006, CEO Mike Jeffries admitted that the retailer was exclusionary. He went on to say, quote, "We want to market to cool, good-looking people. We don't want to market to anyone other than that."
Shoppers on Park Avenue had a few things to say to Mr.
I don't shop
I
there
think it's
so
going to affect
because
their
it's
business
expensive.
because if they're only letting a certain type of people buy their clothes, then it's kind of going to hurt them.
The interview significantly hurt the brand, and their reputation was tarnished.
Not only will I not let my kids shop at Abercrombie again, I will not let them wear what they already have in their closets.
Number 9, sideswept bangs. Nothing screams mid-2000 fashion more than sideswept bangs.
I was a woman possessed. I spent about 80% of my time talking about Regina, and the other 20% of the time I was praying for someone else to bring her up so I could talk about her more.
Celebrities like Lindsay Lohan and Ashley Tisdale all sported this instantly recognizable look.
Is this some kind of joke?
All you essentially needed to do was grow very thick bangs, hang it all together, and sweep to one side of the face. Bonus points for obscuring the eye. It was meant to add some edge, and as such, this style is typically associated with emo.
That was the thing.
Ashley
I
Simpson
used,
was an early pioneer of the look.
yeah, I
and
used to
artists
do
like
that in my
Gerard
hair
Way
too.
and Pete
So
Wentz also swept their hair and popularized the style. Admittedly,
it
the
was
side
the
sweep
thing
is
back
coming
then.
back, but not quite in such a chunky manner.
Blue Moon Light Sky. A light beer with this much flavor should be safe.
Guys, when I was,
Number 8.
I
Wearing
used to
ties
dress
in the
like
Avril
emo.
Lavigne style. Canadian rocker Avril Lavigne was all the rage in the early 2000s. Her first 2 albums have sold nearly 30 million copies. And classic singles like I'm With You, Complicated, and Skater Boy saw major commercial success. Lavigne was well known for her particular style, which included crumpled t-shirts, baggy pants, skater shoes, and, most famously, a necktie and tank top combination. This launched a trend of wearing ties with otherwise casual attire, with a tank tops or t-shirts. While this style isn't so complicated, it's definitely out of fashion today, but fans absolutely loved it in the 2000s. Number 7, arm warmers. Avril Lavigne was also a fan of the arm warmer, as seen in the complicated music video. Naturally, this punky look launched a host of imitators. There wasn't really a point to wearing arm warmers, it's just that the cool celebrities were doing it. Like both the sweepy fringe and the Avril Lavigne style, arm warmers were typically associated with the punk and emo subcultures. They usually came in the stripe variety and reached down to the hand,
was
where
back
they
then,
ended
too.
in either fingerless gloves or a thumb hole. Arm warmers
That was
definitely
mine
generated interest
era.
and turned heads, but
Well,
they are otherwise a
back in my
relative
teenager
bygone
years.
fashion era. Number 6, Sharpies on Converse. Chuck Taylor All-Stars are shoes that pretty much never go out of style. They've been a high school standard for many decades, and they remain so throughout the 2000s, but with a twist. Converse really became a staple of the emo subculture throughout the 2000s, but jazzed up with Sharpies.
I
Despite their
didn't do that when
long-established
I was
popularity,
teenager.
nobody had previously really thought much about customizing their kicks this way with markers. Converse sporters drew stars, grids, hearts, unique designs, and even song lyrics onto the shoes themselves. Some designs could be cool, but we think we'll mostly keep our Sharpies away from our shoes these days. Number 5, fedoras.
So, what are you wearing?
An overcoat.
You really stink at this.
These popular hats have also enjoyed decades of popularity. Fedoras were an everyday staple in the early 20th century and remained as such for many years. They've been associated with gangsters, jazz, film noir, and timeless films like Casablanca.
He's looking at you, kid.
The fedora disappeared for a while, but enjoyed a resurgence in the early 21st century. Unfortunately, it didn't
nothing wrong
quite
with
evoke
that.
the same sense of cool that it did in
I
the
will
20s.
it.
Instead of
I'm
invoking
doing my pappies.
the 2000s were more associated with retention. The negative feelings toward the hat turned it into a much maligned fashion accessory. Eventually, fedoras fell out of fashion and became a literal meme, as embodied by the Fedora Guy. Number 4, orange makeup.
Commence scanning. 3, 2, 1.
Way too many people were walking around with an orange tint throughout the 2000s. The reasons for this varied. Sometimes they just bought the wrong shade of foundation. Sometimes they borrowed makeup off a friend without really caring, knowing if it would work for them. Or maybe it was just a way to look like the overly tanned celebrities who spent a little too much time in the tanning bed.
I think my mask of sanity is about to slip.
This resulted in things like spray tans and tanning creams becoming insane.
Hey, I done that when I was. I used to go to tan salon to get tan, but not anymore.
Like when a TV's color is just a bit off.
GTL, baby. Gym Tan Laundry. Because if everything's put together, and you feel great, you look great, awesome, man.
Number 3, MSN Messenger. At the time, MSN Messenger was
Hey, I remember it.
Before texting and Snapchat, MSN was the way to stay in touch with your friends.
How good was MSN, by the way? Yeah. Kids these days don't know how easy they've got it.
Popular in the early 2000s, this instant messenger had us comfortably sitting at a computer and chatting with friends for 7 hours a night. And while many are nostalgic for MSN, it's also cause for some prime embarrassment. We're talking posting cringy statuses consisting just of sad song lyrics.
I didn't hear that song.
And some users would repeatedly log in and out to get their crush's attention. Along the way, they might have accidentally sent the wrong message in hopes of making their crush jealous or revealing their true feelings. The cringe was real.
Blue moon, light sky. A light beer with this much flavor should be savored.
Number 2, MySpace selfies. Selfies are obviously still popular, but there's a certain look to mid-2000s MySpace.
I never used to have MySpace, but
distinguishing these
not
selfies from
anymore.
modern varieties are the angles of the pictures themselves. The MySpace angle was typically achieved by placing the camera directly above the head and looking up. This resulted in a top-down view that reveals just
Yeah,
the face
I used to do that too.
MySpace selfies
Well,
were also
I had
known
to
for their high contrast or
hold the camera
artistic
in the
color grading,
mirror.
duck faces, peace symbols, unveil our top pick, here are a few dishonorable mentions. Heelys, roller shoes that allowed its wearers to glide around. It's
I
Heelys,
remember
and
them.
it's all about fun. So
I didn't have one. I
friends,
wish I
or simply
could.
show up and start from shreds. It's Heelys trucker hats, a signature baseball cap that became a fashion accessory.
Hey, that's not what I'm on about.
Glittery hair mascara. The 90s glitter obsession continued into the 2000s.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, silicone bracelets.
Can't believe we all got duped. I've been wearing this stupid thing for months. I feel like such a tool.
The sentiments behind silicone cause bracelets are, of course, good. But a weird thing happened in the 2000s when charity and awareness bracelets turned from public support to an
I
unpredicted
remember
fashion
when
trend.
all
They
the
quickly became one
bracelets.
of the year's top fads when they launched in 2004.
Riders before wore them. The Olympics in Athens were a month later, and Nike gave them out to all their athletes at the Olympics. You had a presidential campaign later that year where John Kerry wore it every day.
People were buying them simply because other people were buying them, and not necessarily because they wanted to show support. As the bracelets became the hottest fashion accessory of the time, countless rip-offs and imitators started to emerge, most of which had nothing to do with charitable causes.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip.
Alright guys, I will see my second video, so I see you then.